A full breakdown of the Nigerian Student Loan Scheme. Imagine a brilliant student ready for university, but they have to drop out. Not because of bad grades, but because they simply cannot afford the fees. For years, this was the Nigerian reality. Today, we are breaking down a law that promises to change this story forever. The Student Loans Act 2024. This isn't just about money, it's about opportunity, equity, and the future of our nation. We'll look at the verified numbers, how many students have actually received funds, and we'll explain the simple zero interest repayment plan that starts only after you finish your NYSC. Stick around, because this is the success story no one can afford to ignore. What is the problem in the first place? And how is the policy going to help solve the problem? The cost of higher education in Nigeria has been rising quickly. Even in public institutions, fees, accommodation, materials, and living costs have created huge financial pressure. This pressure often led to smart, deserving students being locked out. The previous attempts at student support were often too complex or simply didn't exist at the federal level. The government recognized this problem and passed the Student Loans Act 2024. The core promise: no Nigerian student should drop out of school because of poverty. This new 2024 Act is a repeal and reenactment of an earlier 2023 version. They fixed the major problems, making the loan much more accessible. We'll dive into those critical changes in the next chapter. Our aim for this video is to confirm the reality of this scheme. Is it a dream or is it working? Who controls the loan? Or do we say the boss of the loan? It is called NEL Fund. The body managing everything is the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund. It's a special agency set up by the law to handle all applications, disbursements, and future repayments. The best rules of the new law, the 2024 Act, fixed three major obstacles from the old version. These are the game changers. 1. No interest. 2. No guarantors. 3. No income barrier. Now let me explain the three game changers. No interest. The loan is legally zero interest. You pay back the exact amount you borrowed, plus administrative charges. This isn't a debt trap. It's an investment in you. No guarantors. The previous rule required 2 level 12 civil servants or lawyers to vouch for you. That rule is gone. You apply and accept responsibility yourself. This opens the door for everyone, especially those from low-income families. No income barrier? The 2023 Act had a strict rule that your family income had to be less than 500,000 naira per year. That barrier is completely removed. This means the loan is now genuinely open to every student in need, regardless of their parents' background. Now, where the money comes from. To make sure NEL Fund always has money, the law dedicates 1% of the taxes, levies, and duties collected by the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FARS, to the fund now for the numbers. This is where we verify the success. Who applied? As of the latest official updates, over 917,000 students have registered on the NEL Fund portal, showing the massive demand for this funding, the real number of beneficiaries. This is the big news. The scheme has successfully supported over 366,000 students as of the most recent data release. These students have either had their institutional fees paid or received their monthly upkeep allowance. Where the money went? Focus, upkeep. The total amount disbursed has reached over 73 billion naira. Importantly, this money is split into two major streams. Stream A, institutional fees, tuition. About 38 billion naira goes directly to the schools, over 206 institutions, to pay tuition. This means students don't even touch the fees portion. Stream B, upkeep allowance. About 34 billion naira has been paid directly to students for living expenses. This is often received as a monthly token of 20,000 naira for their upkeep. This is life-changing for survival in school. The impact story. This verified disbursement shows the scheme is moving money quickly and directly to students, proving its effectiveness far beyond initial expectations.
This scheme is digitalized to promote fairness. It's done online, making the process easy. The entire application is digital. You register on the NEL Fund portal, verify your details, and submit. The goal is to approve applications within 30 days. This cuts out bureaucracy. Checking IDs, the trust system. How does NEL Fund trust you? They use your existing national identity. Every applicant must provide the NIN, National Identity Number, and BVN, Bank Verification Number. This system links your identity directly to your loan and prevents fraud, fair treatment, and national spread. The law has a justice and fairness provision. This mandates the NEL Fund Board to ensure the loans are spread across all states and geopolitical zones. It's designed to be inclusive, reaching students in all public institutions, including technical and vocational schools. How does the fund stay alive? An interest-free loan sounds great, but how does the fund survive? The answer is a smart income contingent repayment system. Repayment start date: you don't pay until you are ready. Repayment starts 2 years after you finish your NYSC. This 2-year grace period gives you time to settle into a job or business. Payment is based on your salary, 10% rule. When you get a job, your employer is legally required to deduct 10% of your gross monthly earnings and remit it to NEL Fund. If you are self-employed, you remit 10% of your monthly profit yourself. This system means you only pay when you are earning, and the amount changes based on how much you earn. The GSI mandate. During application, students consent to the use of a Global Standing Instruction, GSI. This is a powerful tool that allows NEL Fund to recover loans from any bank account linked to the beneficiary's BVN if they default. This ensures the loan recovery system is robust and protects the fund. What if I can't pay? Debt forgiveness. The Act includes mercy provisions. If a student dies or becomes permanently disabled and cannot work, the debt is forgiven. Also, if you are unemployed 2 years after NYSC, you must notify NEL Fund every 3 months by affidavit for an extension. There are problems and worries because no ambitious policy is without challenges. We must look at the risks if this scheme is to be truly successful long-term. The big worry: no jobs. The entire repayment structure relies on Nigerian graduates finding employment. With high youth unemployment, there is a serious risk that too many graduates will not be able to pay back, draining the fund over time. Money might not be enough. While the 1% tax allocation is smart, the demand is huge. Close to 1 million applicants already. Will the fund be able to sustain help for every student in need across all 37 states and institutions? Checking the data, tracking challenge. Tracking over 366,000 beneficiaries from application through graduation, NYSC, and job placement is a massive data challenge. NELFUND must seamlessly link the NIN database, FIRS tax system, and institutional records to ensure repayment and prevent system collapse. The penalty. The Act makes it clear that providing false information to NEL Fund or refusing to remit payments is a serious offense, punishable by jail time or heavy fines. This is a powerful incentive for compliance. Final conclusion, and what happens next? The Student Loans Act 2024 is a success in its mission to widen access to education. It has provided over 73 billion naira to hundreds of thousands of students and eliminated the biggest hurdles: the guarantor and the income barrier, making it sustainable. The future of the loan scheme rests on the ability of the government to address the unemployment crisis. More jobs mean more repayments, which means more money available for the next generation of students. The loan cannot solve the economic crisis alone. Our suggestions: NEL Fund must continue to invest heavily in its digital infrastructure. ensuring perfect synchronization between the NEN, BVN, and FIRE's data systems. Transparency in the disbursement and repayment numbers is key to building public trust. Final thought. This loan scheme proves that poverty should never be a barrier to education. It is up to all stakeholders, the government, NELFUND, institutions, and the beneficiaries themselves to make sure this lifeline stays open.